Good day, good evening, and good afternoon. My name is Josh and we are back here again sa panibago na namang podcast. I am joined with my tito, Tito
Tito
Randy.
Randy here, guys. Welcome to the PowerPoint Guard podcast. This is episode 4 ba? 4 ba?
Four,
Tama?
four, yeah.
Episode 4 na tayo. Yeah, we'll
Grabe.
discuss a lot in the show. Yes, we'll discuss a lot in the show. We'll discuss Bradley Beal to the Clippers, Lillard to the Blazers, what's happening with LeBron. We'll discuss the top 100 players that Bleacher Report also published. But before that, unahin muna natin ang ating kababayan na si Kiefer Ravena. So if you guys haven't seen the photos or the news, Kiefer Ravena apparently is a Jordan Brand athlete. At nagkaroon ng parang I don't know, parang party sa Greece. So Michael Jordan, as the CEO of Jordan Brand, invited all of the Jordan Brand athletes, which included Luca, Zion, Bam, and amongst others. So magugulat ka because, wow, Kiefer Ravena repping the Philippine athlete, the Philippine basketball player. So rubbing elbows with the luminaries there. So any comment from you about that?
Nakakaigit. Kasi lahat ng mga idol mong players andun, di ba? Tapos, di ba, especially Luka, si Rui. Si Rui andun.
Rui, yes.
Carmelo, Anthony, Bam. Diyos ko, grabe. I would trade places para mapunta rin dun sa Greece. Kainggit, pero nakaka-proud as a Filipino, di ba? We're slowly getting
Yes.
there, di ba?
I think he's the only Asian there based on dun sa pictures, no? So, again, congrats to Kiefer. Big kudos to you. Ano mo, ikalat mo ang pangalang basketball sa
Congrats!
Pilipinas. Congrats, congrats. Sige, Wembanyama cleared to return to playing basketball after the blood clot scare last year. So again, Wemby was shut down mid-season last year. He played about, I think, only mga 40 or 50 games, if I'm not mistaken, due to a blood clot issue. The same blood clot issue that sidelined Chris Bosh, if you guys remember years back. Right now, he's being cleared to play to resume basketball activities. Again, in my opinion, they are an up-and-coming team. They have Fox. They signed Dylan Harper, the second pick. Okay, they still have Stephon Castle. Ang ganda ng core nila. So they're pointing in the right direction.
Yeah, very happy for him. Medyo grabe din talaga thinking na like your NBA career is just starting and we know na there are certain NBA players na they had to retire because of that same blood clot issue. Specifically talking
Right.
about Chris Bosh, right? Chris Bosh had it, and he had to stop playing kahit alam naman natin na may couple years pa si Chris Bosh talaga sa left in
Mm.
the tank basically, right? And I'm really happy na he gets to showcase his talents, he gets to play basketball again, the game that he really loves. And I think his comeback will basically be better. It's gonna be stronger, tougher, and they have a very solid foundation with their team composition. Nagbabonding sila ngayon, 'di ba? Right? Like every day nakikita sila sa social media, attending summer league games, nagsiswimming sila together. So looking forward, and again very happy na healthy na siya finally.
Yes, agree with you. So I'm excited for Wemby next year. Again, if you watch the latest episode of LeBron and Steve Nash's podcast, Mind the Game, sinabi ni LeBron that Wemby is really the future of the NBA. And I agree with that. With his
Yeah.
size and his skill set, talagang, ano, they have things up and coming talaga ang Spurs. So, happy for Wemby. Happy. Sige, let's move on. This was about a few days back, but the Dallas Mavericks have shut down Cooper Flag after just playing two games in the Summer League. The first game, medyo so-so yung performance niya. The next game, she had a 30-plus point outing. So I think rightfully so. I don't think Cooper Flag needs to play anymore. Baka ma-injure pa siya. They know his talent. They know what he can do on the floor. They tried him at point guard, which had mixed results in my opinion. But I think, again, Cooper Flag will be part of the rotation, a big part of the rotation for the Dallas Mavericks this year.
Yeah, I somewhat disagree. I agree on the fact
Ooh.
that nakita na natin yung talents niya. He already showcased it. And we all knew na nandun naman na talaga yun. What I don't like is I think it's too early. Parang ito na yung trend ng NBA these days. They shut down yung mga first
Load
round
management daw,
picks.
load management.
Load management. I don't know who came up with
For
that
a rookie.
situation. Yun na nga. Kasi like, I remember Lonzo Ball during the Summer League games. Again, Lonzo Ball is one of my favorite players talaga of all time. Uh, he played until the semifinals up until na injured siya, 'di ba?
Major
So
siya,
he
yes.
had to sit the Summer League final game, and I think that's okay kasi yun talaga circumstance. And going back to previous episodes of how wow, previous episodes, dami na um
Dami.
dami na um you are paid to play, to entertain the people. Kumbaga, isa ka kasi sa minarket ng association eh for the Summer League games eh para maka-attract ng attention. And you're not really doing that if you're not playing. So, while I do understand na pine-prevent nila si Cooper Flag from injuries or whatnot, but at the same time, ano eh, basketball player siya, so he needs to play. Right? Let's say, oh sige, regular season, naglaro siya regular season with a lot of games. Who's to say na hindi siya may injured? Hopefully not, right? But then again, ang point is, you are a player, you should play. Yun lang naman yung akin. I know it's not his decision. I know it's an organization's decision. But it's not the right trend for me. So, yun.
Okay. I get your point. Again, the fans pay big money to see their favorite players play.
Exactly.
So agree ako on that behalf. But again, from a talent perspective, I think they just held him out kasi what's there to prove pa? Parang ganon.
Right.
Kasi normally Summer League is used for rookies or second year or third year players para mahasa pa to be with the team. Kumbaga parang try out siya for
Right.
other players. Again, Cooper Flag, to your point, hindi naman niya decision. He has nothing to prove in Summer League anymore. Kaya siya pinull out. So that's that. Okay, anything else from Summer League? Wala tayong masyadong Summer League ngayon. May standouts ka ba? May napanood ka bang highlights that you want to discuss or we can move on?
I think we can move on. Yeah. Bronny lang
Okay, sige.
sasabihin ko dyan eh.
Let's ah sige, let's talk about Bronny a bit. Bronny scored 18 points all in the second half earlier versus the Celtics, although they lost. But again, his progress I think is very good. Dalton Connect, as usual, struggled in a game. Again, 3 out of 12, only 8 points. But yeah, I think Bronny hopefully can crack the rotation with the Lakers.
He will. He will. And I think with Dalton, with his recent struggles, I think the main issue there is talagang nahit yung confidence niya with
I agree.
the trade that
Kasi na-trade
happened
siya. Yeah, I
tapos
agree with you.
na veto, 'di ba? So, I hope he gets his stride back because he's a great player. He just need to get his confidence back. Kasi the way I look at it right now, ang dating sa akin is parang si Bronny pa yung first round pick tapos si Dalton pa yung parang he's playing for his
Mm-mm.
spot sa rotation. So,
Right. I agree with you there. I think na-hit talaga yung confidence niya. Kasi before the trade, he scores 35
yeah,
points, di
right?
ba? The first half of the season. Tas after the trade, either hindi na siya pinalaro or pangit na yung performance niya. So, hopefully, to your point, mabalik ni Dalton Connect yung ano niya, yung confidence niya. Okay, sige, let's move on. LeBron James. So again, LeBron not playing, picked up his option. Siya pa rin ang laman ng headlines ng ESPN or all the major sports news outlets.
Yeah.
Again, the big news now is coming from Anthony Irwin, coming from Ramona Shelburne, and some of the folks the other sports media. Wala daw trade. LeBron will not be traded. There are no trade talks within Rich Paul's camp also. So they really believe that LeBron will start and end the season with the Lakers, potentially having his last year this year. Again, everything speculation. We still don't know unless it comes from LeBron James. But again, the reporting comes from major sports outlets. What's your opinion on it?
Honestly, I think it's just noise. Noise lang talaga to disrupt, I don't know, maybe the organization, maybe yung chemistry ng team, because we're a scary team, right? And
Mm,
everyone and any team would inquire about LeBron James. God, LeBron na yan. Sinong aayaw sa isang LeBron James? But then again, I think it's a way for them to divert attention to other things. For me, I know lahat naman sa association and sa media, ang binabantayan talaga is yung Lakers and our key players. Right? Ano bang gagawing moves nito? Ano bang gagawing moves yan? And at the end of the
that's
day,
true.
very kudos kay LeBron because he keeps his composure as we know, right? Very matured individual. And I think the Lakers are giving him his flowers naman. Yung talks about him being blindsided by this, not informing him about this kinds of stuff. Again, at the end of the day, I think it's just noise, right? He verbally said on one of his interviews that um, he wants to play with Luka, right? Having two commanders on the floor. He said that, right? I don't know if ganun niya ba specifically sinabi, but parang yun yung essence ng sinasabi niya. And with news or with talk saying na he didn't want to play with Luka or yada yada yada, again, it's irrelevant.
True. I don't understand yung mga sports analysts that say the Lakers are not a contender, things like that. Because if you look at it, the Lakers record with Luka there was 18 and 10, right? Without a good starting center. They started Jackson Hayes, as you know.
Right.
18-10 will project as a 54 win team. If you put that team into the whole season, second seed sila last year sa West dapat.
Yeah, and alam ko
If you think
na
about it.
blowout natin ang Thunder last season with one of the
That's
games,
true.
right?
Right. Now, hindi. So I was just gonna say na na parang masyado siyang blown out of proportion. Now, meron tayong real starting center in the Andre Ayton. So what
Yeah.
more kung ano yung magagawa ni Luka with that lineup na may starting center siya? The best starting center in Luka's career in my opinion, offensively. Okay? So, masyadong nag-overreact. Again,
You know
Lakers,
why?
marami ring Laker haters.
Yeah, you
So,
know why?
yes,
Because
why?
it's
Why?
exactly because it's the Lakers, right? And we are currently housing two of the biggest names in the association. Any news article kahit sobrang blasphemous, sobrang hoax man yang i-release sila as long as may pangalan nung any of those players sa organization or within the Lakers, they know it will make noise, right? And noise for them is money in their pockets. That's it, right?
Exactly. So again, for me, I know biased ako because I'm a Laker fan, but I believe they have a good team. I also believe na let's say tanggalin mo si LeBron on that team. Let's say lang wala si LeBron for some reason wala siya. I think there's still a playoff team with Luka,
Yeah.
AR, DeAndre Ayton, Rui, and some other stuff.
Kaya nga,
Still think they're a playoff team.
I'm really not worried right now. Like, for example, mag quote-unquote load management si Lebron or mag-sit
He
ng
will.
games si AR or si Luka man yan because we have a good unit right now. I would still love to tweak our
Mhm.
second unit because again, nagiging trend na rin ng Lakers the past couple of seasons na medyo mahina talaga yung offensive capabilities ng second unit natin. I would like to improve that. But our main unit, I will say with confidence that it's scary. Having DA, having Luka, AR, LeBron, any dun ilagay mo Vando, Rui, I think it's gonna be Rui. But kahit sino dun sa dalawa ilagay mo as a starting four, we will dominate.
Oh, I have a question for you. So you just mentioned that the Lakers mahina sa offense on the second unit,
Yeah.
right? Question for you. What do you think if we put AR as the sixth man and start Gabe as the defensive point guard along with Luka? Luka's a big guard, so pwedeng, 'di ba? Tapos si Gabe can be like the quote-unquote point guard. AR can provide the boost offensively off the bench. What do you say about that?
It will work but it won't happen. Hindi papayag sa AR na maging second unit. That's it. Kahit sa kanya man yung majority ng minutes, parang yung ginagawa lang natin kay Hayes na parang 8 to 10 minutes lang sa floor tapos parang ipi-play na yung DFS,
Mm.
Vando, Rui combo or but again, hindi siya mag-work just because una, ano na eh, kumbaga may starting mentality na si AR eh. Hindi naman siya,
Mhm.
I don't think he has the same mindset as the Jamal Crawfords, as the Lou Williams, yung mga 6 month talaga na Clarksons, mga ganyan. So, again, I think it will work. I don't think it will happen. His
Ganda
pride
nun.
won't allow it.
So, sige, with that being said, who from free agency or perhaps a trade are you targeting or are you thinking about to boost the second unit's offense? Because again, defensively, I think they're good. Gabe is there, Vando is there, Jackson Hayes is there, diba? Jake Laravia will be there. So defensively, I think they're good. But who's the scorer on the second unit? Who are you looking at?
I think I need your help with this one. Kasi like lahat ng binanggit ko off-cam na players before, either unavailable na or very parang hindi na talaga natin pwedeng i-target. Um, I would love for
Mm-hmm.
it to be Connect actually. Connect and Bronny. But right now, si Bronny ang nag score tapos si Connect ang medyo nag struggle eh. So, I'm thinking of players na talaga. I think we need a three-point shooter, right? Before, I was thinking of Duncan Robinson, pero again, hindi na siya pwede. Sino pa ba mga available na three-point shooter right now?
Yeah, I'm opening up Spot Track right now. Uh, wait. They signed this already.
Do we need a spot-up shooter? I think so. Yes?
Um, do we need? Kasi from the first unit, you have Luka, a shooter. You have AR, a shooter. LeBron can shoot. Rui can spot up from the corners. Yung second unit lang talaga.
We
But
need
again, to your
we need a JJ Redick slash Kyle Korver slash Ray Allen type of player.
and I think to your point, yun din sasabihin ko, Kinect can be that guy.
Yun yung sinasabi ko.
We
He showed signs of it already, right?
yes, I agree. So, the only other player that I'm thinking of, and hopefully mangyari siya, because I really like him for the Lakers, again, is Marcus Smart. Once he gets the buyout from the Wizards, again, ano to? Haka-haka. News, this is not news yet, parang rumors pa lang. Hopefully sa Lakers siya magland because I think his defensive tenacity can fit well with the Lakers lineup.
I agree.
Uh, either tomorrow or the next day, I'm 99% sure they're gonna waive Shake Milton already, which will free up a roster spot. So again, we'll see how that's gonna go. So we'll check about we'll check about Marcus Smart soon. Anything else about the Lakers?
Wala. I think we pretty much discussed everything related to them.
Sige. So so sige. So from one rumored buyout to a real buyout. So Bradley Beal was finally bought out by the Suns, right? Again, from a Suns perspective, I didn't understand it when it happened. Now they're gonna pay 20 million to Bradley Beal in the next, I think, 5 more years. That's in their cap, so that's so weird. Anyway, again, the rumors were Bradley Beal was looking at Miami, the Lakers, Milwaukee, whatever. But finally, again, landing with the Clippers. They traded Norman Powell, right? And technically, they got both Bradley Beal and John Collins on that trade. What can you say about Beal to the Clippers?
Well, I just want to say I can still vividly remember nung the time that it happened, that composition ng team. You have KD, you have Booker, you have Bradley Beal. Tapos yung
Bradley
coach mo si
Beal,
Frank Vogel, which is a defensive
na
coach. You
defensive
have
coach.
three offensive players with a defensive coach. I don't know. I laughed that time. I'm still laughing now because look what
And
happened,
Nurkic daw,
bro.
Nurkic!
Nurkic, let's go. But again, look what happened. It was a disaster then. It became much more of a disaster now, right? So
Yeah.
kailangan nilang
So
linisin
again,
lahat. Yeah.
ang sinasabi nila is they just signed Devin Booker to the next 5 years also. But again, yung flexibility nila will be hampered because of the Bradley Beal buyout hold, kumbaga. So I don't know what's going to happen with the Suns. But again, comment on how Bradley Beal fits within the Clippers. He will start for sure.
Yeah.
Harden, Beal, Kawhi, John Collins, and Zubats. That's a very formidable first five, in my opinion. What's yours?
Uh well, kumbaga ang role ni Bradley Beal is parang Powell, which I think will pretty much work kasi 'di ba? We know
True.
Bradley Beal is an offensive player. Hindi isa siya sa mga players na he just needs to shoot the ball eh. On and off the ball, he can pretty much work. Ang kalaban niya lang naman talaga most of the time is himself. Lagi siyang injured, 'di ba? So, if he
Mhm.
gets himself healthy and sa Clippers, ewan ko, may trend sila ng load management doon. Favorite nila yun eh. Lalo na si Kawhi. um, I, again, on paper, they look strong, right? Especially with the addition of
Yes.
Collins, may Zubac sila, ganyan. I like Zubac. Again, I'm still sad na nilet go natin siya for Muscala,
Don't talk about it.
right?
Yes, don't talk
Sobrang
about it,
bad
please.
trip. Um, but again, uh, they look strong on paper, but we're gonna demolish them as a Laker fan.
Hopefully, hopefully. But yes, ako I feel also that Bradley Beal will be a good fit. Again, he will start. He will be himself, right? I think Elu as the coach of the Clippers can maximize him. As a Norm Powell, just mag-score ka lang. Okay? Harden will
Yeah.
fine do. Just go to your spot and score. You don't need to be the point guard like what he tried to do in
May
Phoenix.
Harden na
Palitan
eh.
sila ni Booker. It was weird. May Harden ka na. So, basta go to your spots, wait for the ball, shoot the ball. Yan ang gagawin ni Bradley Beal. And again, I think he got what he wanted. So, which is good for Bradley Beal. Okay?
Yung confidence niya
Next
nandun naman na
topic.
eh.
Sige, go.
Sorry. Yung confidence
That's
niya
true.
nandun naman na eh, di ba? Like, feeling ko nga mas mabubus pa yung ego niya sa clips eh. Kasi, literal, ang isa lang ang nire-request sa'yo. Just score. Right? We don't need you for anything else, just score.
True. That's true. So we'll see again. Congrats to Bradley Beal coming to the LA Clippers. Again, on paper, Clippers look very good. Okay. Now, the good news of the day. And you didn't know this before we started. So,
Yes.
Damian Lillard going back to the Blazers. So, if you guys watched our previous pod, right? That was one of the teams that I thought Dame would fit while he rehabs his Achilles injury. And true enough, nangyari siya. So, 3 years, 42 million, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
He will still get his full money, around 70 million, because of the buyout. And again, the biggest factor that Dame decided with was to be close with family. So his family is still there, kids still in Portland. So while he's rehabbing, he's home. And again, he's one of the best Blazers player. He's a legacy Blazers player already. He's a legend wearing that jersey. So rightfully so, the good news of the day will be Dame going back to Portland.
Yes. The prodigal son returns. Right? And again,
Prodigal
rightfully
son
so.
return.
Yung with what he provided for that organization. And I think before pa siya matrade sa Milwaukee, nagkaroon pa siya nung parang wag nang ituloy, 'di ba? But the agreement was in effect na for him to be traded to Milwaukee. But right now, I'm just so happy for him kasi for me, and I will say this kasi nabanggit din to sa podcast nila LeBron sa Mind the Game podcast na you are considered a failure if you didn't or if you don't win championships, right? You're not considered a
Yes,
great
correct.
player if you don't win championships. And I don't think that's the case at all. I think like with players like Steve Nash, yung mga AI, would you consider them failures just because they didn't win a championship? They
That's true.
provided they have a very lengthy good careers, great careers,
Hall of
right?
Famers. Hall
Hall
of
of
Famers.
Famers, right? And I think it's the same case with Dame. I'm not saying na wala na siyang chances to win a championship as long as you're playing bilog ang
Wala na
bola.
siyang chance manalo ng championship.
Wag naman
Wala na.
ganyan. Wag naman ganyan.
Pero wala
Although
na talaga.
being
Pero
biased as
sige,
a
tuloy
Laker
mo.
player, again, my point is bilog ang bola. Ayoko sa being 0% kasi minsan talaga kinakarma ako pag sinasabi kong ganun eh. But I think he already cemented his legacy. To your point, he's a legacy player. He's a
Agree.
legend already. He's a future Hall of Famer. There's nothing left to prove aside to enjoy the thing you love, the game you love. Just play basketball, right? Be close
Yep.
with your family, and have fun. Yun yun.
Yep. Now, from a transaction perspective, if you remember, they traded Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. And so parang isipin mo from a transaction perspective, Portland got everybody back still. They traded Drew Holiday to get, di ba? Tapos si Drew is in Portland also, tas they got Dame also.
Right.
So parang ang weird lang nung ginawa ng Milwaukee na they gave up kay Dame immediately because may Achilles. Although he's 35 years old, healing might not be as quick when you're a 35-year-old. But again, happy for Dame, happy for the city of Portland. And you know who I'm happy about? I'm happy about Scoot Henderson because I know Dame will mentor him to be the next
Yes.
point guard for Portland. So I think
Talagang
he's
yun na
the
yung
winner
trend,
there.
no?
Scoot.
Like
Mm,
having great players mentor young talents. Right.
that's true. That's true. So happy for Dame. Sige. Our last topic before we go to our game today, flash mo na. So, Bleacher Report recently released their top 100 NBA players list, right? There, there was a few controversial players
Few?
placed at different. So, yeah, do you have it already, Josh?
Yeah, I have it flashing on the screen, yes.
So, hold on. Let me pull up my list also para we can talk about it.
Ay, nako,
But
don't
again,
get me started.
yeah, let's start with that. So I think a lot of players, including NBA players, were shocked that Kobe Bryant was ranked 11th out of the 100, including Shaq saying it was criminal. So again, as Lakers and
I'm
Kobe
getting
fans,
heated. I'm getting heated.
go unload.
That's freaking disrespectful, right? I
Ah,
would like ang dami kong gustong sabihin masasamang salita.
sabihin mo, sabihin mo.
I
Hindi,
think
wag,
it's
wag.
I think it's FR. No. But again, the main reason why they put Kobe at 11 was because they said Kobe was not the main guy nung nanalo sila ng three-peat. It was Shaq. Like, guys, are we not saying na si Magic Johnson ang Batman ng composition nila with
True,
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
true.
Right? Like, are we saying na um, si LeBron James wala siyang D-Wade, wala siyang Chris Bosh nung nanalo sila ng repeat nung sa Miami, right? Are we saying na si Steph na merong four chips si Steph now, 'di ba? Na wala siyang KD ng two of those championships, right? It's so disrespectful to me because I will say and I don't think this is a controversy at all. Kobe had a better career than Larry Bird. He has more
Agree?
chips than Larry Bird, right?
Aha.
he has, for me, even though established si Tim Duncan, and I think Tim Duncan is a great player, but I think Tim Duncan had more help with Spurs than with
I
Kobe
was
at the Lakers.
I was gonna say that two of the finals, Tony Parker was finals MVP, then Kawhi was finals
Grabe.
MVP.
I'm really heated right now. Like honestly because this is so criminal, right? I will say kasi and I will quote Matt Barnes with what he said sa podcast nila. He said with Kobe and Shaq, he didn't see a Batman and Robin composition. He saw a dominant player with Shaq and he saw an up and coming great player with Kobe, right? It's not Batman and Robin. Hindi siya sidekick that time. He was another offensive player. He was another great player, right? Nagkataon lang na with that team and hindi naman niya kasalanan na teammate niya yung dominant player, right? Kasi kung if that's the case, Shaq played with what? Penny Hardaway, Grant, I believe, right? He played with D Wade. Oh, they won a chip. Okay. He played with LeBron James, although medyo nagaano na yung career niya noon that time. But again, the point is, hindi naman Robin yung mga naging player, naging kasamang star player ni Shaq eh. Tapos, you're going to downplay Kobe's career just because he played with Shaq. They won 3 championships together. Come on, man. If it's not bias, then I don't know what it is. Honestly.
It's it. Hindi, sige. So, where would you rank Kobe? Kung ikaw yan, what number would Kobe be
Top
for you?
3! Easily top 3. They will say Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time. Did they ever say na ang layo, sino ba ang closest player kay Jordan? Kobe, right? And if we talk about how players see Kobe versus how the media sees Kobe, ang grabe yung difference, 'di ba? So kanino ka maniniwala, sa media o sa players? Right? As Gilbert Arenas said sa podcast naman nila, ang dami ko ng podcast na napapanood, grabe. Sinabi ni Gilbert Arenas na we are seeing Kobe because Kobe had an average build, an average body, hindi siya yung pinakamataas tumalon, hindi siya yung pinakamabilis tumakbo, right? But what they see in Kobe is his mindset and how he built.
Mamba mentality.
Yes, and how he built that skill level to be great. Kasi wala siyang shooting talent
Agree.
like great shooting talent like Steph. Wala siyang athletic ability like LeBron. Wala siyang verticals like MJ, right? But he put himself in that top 3 contention just with the level of work, right? And we see a lot of average players right now and hindi nila kayang i-achieve yun. Kasi Kobe is an assassin, right? We all know that. And if we consider Michael Jordan as the greatest, number 1, then most of the players are considering Kobe as 1B, hindi number 2. It's 1A and 1B only, right? And if you're considered to be the second closest thing or the closest thing to the greatest player of all time, then surely you're number 2. Or at least you're in the number 3, top 3, right?
So,
Come on.
first of all, kalma ka lang.
No,
Kalma, kalma ka
yeah.
lang.
Grabe kasi. Grabe ang mga yan sa
So,
Kobe ko, oy.
I agree with almost everything you said, but I wouldn't go as far as top 3 kay Kobe because I think Kareem still had a better career. Bill Russell still had a better career. I'll go as high as top 5 or top 6 kay Kobe. But again, all of your points very valid. I agree with all of them. Again, Kobe for me, not only dun sa court kasi, I think yung Mamba mentality na mindset tinuro niya, yun yung what separates him from all the other players.
Right.
'Di ba? Yung killer mentality talaga na I'll go for your throat. I will knock this game winner down. So again, criminal din ang sabi nga ni Shaq, it's criminal. I think it's ridiculous bakit siya higher than Steph Curry and Larry Bird and Tim Duncan in
Can
my
I just
opinion.
add one more thing?
Sige, sige.
Sa lahat ng players since 2000s to 2020s, sino ba ang player na pinakabinabanggit ng mga old, ng current, at ng mga future talents or ng mga young talents natin right now sa association? Kobe.
Si ano, Brian Scalabrine.
Grabe. Si White Mamba pa pala.
Exactly.
Pero again, going back, kapag tumitira ka ng paper sa trash can, ano bang
Oh,
sinisigaw mo?
Kobe!
LeBron, sinisigaw ka ba? Magic Johnson, hindi naman, 'di
Yung
ba?
Game 2 winner ni Anthony Davis sa bubble. What did he
Right?
shout?
Kobe, right? And again, I think what does that make you, right? Does that make you like the top 11 greatest player of all time? If lahat ng player and even common people sa mundong to, kahit hindi basketball players, kapag tumira lang sa basurahan ng I don't know, kahit anong basura, they shout Kobe. Okay? And I think the level of impact that Kobe has provided for the association and for non-basketball players, that tells us a lot, right? And I think it's really disrespectful because they're downplaying what he provided for the NBA and for the world in general on that sense.
Question for you. Tingin mo if Kobe were alive, he would be higher?
Of course, they wouldn't even dare to say that kung buhay si Kobe.
I agree with
Honestly,
you.
right now, um I will change. I think he had a better career than Magic Johnson. I know Magic Johnson is a great player, but I would put Kobe higher than Magic Johnson, right?
Ako no.
De-
Magic pa rin ako for me.
debatable with Kareem. If who had a better career or whatnot. I will say, if we look at it um on a championship perspective, sa two championships na pinanalo niya with Gasol, was Gasol that kind of player when he started with the Lakers? I think he molded Gasol to be tough. He molded Gasol to be that kind of player to complement kung ano yung strengths and weaknesses nila both, right? And Kobe Bryant is a leader. And I think this is just for me it's absurd. Right? Even
It-
putting Shaq below the top 5 is absurd. If you consider that player to be the most dominant, then why is he not in the top 5?
Mhm. So, I have good point yung mga sinabi mo. So, let's run through it
Ah,
Michael Jordan, number one. Dito sa list na to, ilan ang teammates niya? Scottie Pippen,
Scottie
Dennis
Pippen,
Rodman.
Rodman,
Will be
tatlo.
there.
Dalawa,
Okay,
yeah,
tatlo.
dalawa. Tatlo sila.
Dalawa. Okay? Si LeBron, sino ang kakampi niya dito na napa-champion niya? Let's hear. Wade,
Wade,
Kyrie,
Kyrie, teka
who else
lang.
is here? Shaq, although hindi na pa champion. Sino pa ba dito? Wala na.
Carmelo, di
Dalawa.
naman niya napaka-champion eh, si Carmelo,
Hindi na pa
yeah.
champion. Okay? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, marami.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson. Okay? Si Shaq, sino kakampi niya dito? Kobe, who else?
Kobe, LeBron, again, di niya naman napaka-champion. D. Wade,
Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade. Okay? Dalawa.
yeah.
Okay? Si Larry Bird, marami. Will Chamberlain, mag-isa lang siya outlier. Steph Curry, ilan kakampi niya dito? May Clay,
May
may
KD,
Draymond, may KD.
yeah.
Okay? Si Kobe, ilan ang kakampi niya dito?
Si Shaq lang.
Napa-champion niya.
Si Shaq. Andito ba si Gasol?
Tsaka si Pau.
Oh, si Pau. Yung
So,
dalawa.
'di ba? So parang
Oh,
hindi,
62.
pero nung yung sinasabi nila if Kobe is the main guy, yung dalawang championship nila, isa lang ang teammate niya dito na siya yung na kasama dito.
Right.
So kung isipin mo, look at Tim Duncan. Lahat ng championship niya, ilan? Kawhi is here. Tony Parker is here.
Chris Paul.
Ginobili is here.
Tony Parker, Ginobili.
You know,
Yeah. David
'di ba?
Robinson is here.
David Robinson, tinan mo. So, si Kobe isa lang. Si Pau Gasol lang nandito na pa-champion niya ng dalawang beses. So,
Yeah.
again, just adding to that to that argument na Kobe should be higher kasi wala naman siyang ibang Hall of Fame top 100 nakakampi like Pau
You know
Gasol.
what I think? I think this is a rage bait by Bleacher Report to gain attention. Well, Bleacher Report, you got it, right? And none of them agrees with this. If anyone agrees with this list, they're stupid. They don't know what they're talking about.
Pero
Honestly.
shout out Bleacher Report.
Na. Grabe.
Again, to your point, sabi nga ng mga ibang analyst at saka yung ibang players, former players, this list was done by people who didn't play basketball, who didn't play NBA basketball.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, what would they know? Yun ang parang sinasabi nila. Sige. Final words before we move on to some of the names here.
Yeah. Final words. Bleacher Report, do better.
Do better. Okay, sige. Okay, so maganda dito sa list na to, naka-highlight yung active players. Obviously, LeBron is there. Steph Curry, KD. Do you think KD is too high at 13?
Um,
I think
do
he is. I think yung two championships niya is inflated for me. I think he cheated, in my opinion.
um
I think he's too high.
it's too high. It is too high. Kasi thinking about it, do I put him higher than Dirk? Like yun agad eh. Kasi I think yung
Dirk's one championship is still better than Durant's two championships.
exactly. Do I put him
Agree.
higher than I don't know, than David Robinson? Than KG. Sige, sabihin natin than KG, Kevin Garnett. Do I
Uh,
put him higher? Siguro
ako,
yes,
yes.
kasi may championship siya. Do I put him higher than Dwayne Wade?
No.
No, right?
No
Kasi si
for me.
Dwayne Wade may MVP din eh, may Finals MVP. And he
Mhm.
won a championship
Of
by
a champion.
himself. I don't know, with
Yeah.
Shaq,
Oh,
but
Shaq was
he's
there.
the
Shaq
main
was
guy,
there.
right?
He was the main guy.
Um, I don't know.
So yun,
I
I
don't
just
think
think it's an
13 siya.
inflate. I just think it's inflated because of the two championships he won with Golden State. Again, I think he cheated there. So, sige, let's move on. Jokic at 17, too high, too low.
I think we can swap places with Jokic and Durant nga eh, honestly. Although,
Okay, okay.
very early pa sa career ni Jokic. But then again, who averages a triple-double as a
As
center?
a center. Yeah, I agree
Right?
with you.
Come
I
on.
agree with you. Sino pa ba nandito? Giannis at 24? High, low,
Giannis,
just right.
just right for me. Kasi, but he won
Chris,
a chip eh. So,
he did. Finals MVP, has an MVP. The
mm,
only player to average 30 plus points in, ano, 5 years ba or something?
back-to-back
Eh,
MVPs din.
back to back. Oo, di ba? No,
Right.
no, not back to back. Isa lang.
Hindi ba?
No, hindi pa.
Okay.
Jokic yun, Jokic.
Okay.
Okay. Chris Paul, yes, I think rightly right. So, okay. Good question. So, Chris Paul is above Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, and Allen Iverson. Comments.
Mas lengthy yung career ni Chris Paul. Um,
Mhm. Jason Kidd won a championship.
yeah,
Steve Nash has two MVPs. Allen Iverson has one MVP. Chris Paul has nothing of those.
yeah, I think medyo mataas si Chris Paul.
I agree.
Siguro below Steve Nash. Kasi kay Iverson, ang naging problema kay Iverson is yung career niya is medyo downtrend siya eh nung Memphis ba? Nung nasa Memphis, he was not who
Nag-Detroit
he
din
used to
siya.
be. Yeah. Medyo after nung Sixers run niya na yun.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think Chris Paul is he needs to go lower. I agree with you around the range ni Steve Nash, Allen Iverson, but for me Jason Kidd dapat mas mataas kasi he won a championship, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
With Dallas that one big championship with Dirk. So, okay, who else is here? James Harden. You're good with James Harden
Kawhi.
there? Oh, Kawhi and James Harden. Sige.
For me, Kawhi
Rightly,
is a little up yung kay Kawhi. I think
ako
we can
din.
put him
High kay Kawhi siguro.
he's barely available. Like, dude.
Yep.
And for me, yung championship, okay, okay, okay. Medyo, ano to, controversial tong, ano ko. I think with the championship, they won with San Antonio. Although, let's say, a couple of games there, he was the main guy. But I think Tony Parker should be the finals MVP.
I
But
agree.
again, that's debatable. Si
Mhm.
Tony Parker talagang bumuhat ng team na yon the first two games for me, first two, three games. Um, yung second championship ni Kawhi was against an injured Warriors team. I know it's not exactly like a
May
valid
asterisk.
reason, pero may asterisk yun for me because why? Clay Thompson was injured. KD was
KD was
injured,
injured.
right? Boogie Cousins was injured, right?
True.
Um, so, sinong lalaban sa lineup nila? So, if they didn't win that, then I guess ano pang sense ng pinag-uusapan natin now, right? But again,
That's
they
true. I
won.
think it's too high.
Yeah, so I think it's a little high up for me. He hasn't proven enough. I'm not saying na hindi siya great player. He is. But I think this is too early um, for his career.
Okay. What about James Harden at 34?
James Harden,
What has he accomplished? Just an MVP. That's it. All
s-
stars, all NBAs.
oh, come on, stat
Hasn't won
padding,
anything.
accomplishment yon. Kidding. Yeah, I think this is also a little high up.
Has
Um,
never been to a finals.
higher, no, he's been Thunder, 2012.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. No, 2011, 2011.
2011 was
Not 2012,
Dirk.
2012, 2012.
Yeah,
Sorry, sorry. Yeah, correct.
yeah.
But he
So
wasn't the main. He wasn't James Harden then.
6 man pa siya noon. Yeah,
6 man pa siya nun. So, okay. I
yeah.
think he's too high also,
Too
James Harden.
high, too high.
Siguro dapat nasa mga 60 siya for me. 60-ish, ganun.
I agree. I agree.
Si James Harden. Kasi wala pa siya na-achieve eh. Just an MVP.
I
Who else
agree.
is here?
AD,
Clyde Drake. AD. Sige, AD at 45. I think he's too high also.
I is he? I think a little too
What
low
has he
nga.
accomplished? So ano siya, championship, he hasn't been MVP, hasn't been defensive player, he hasn't been finals MVP. Yes,
Right.
all-stars and all NBAs.
Fair.
Injured most of his ano. Why is he
Fair.
45? Why is he higher than Kevin McHale who has 3
Why is he
championships?
higher than Westbrook?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, sige. Why is he higher
Ka-
than Westbrook who averaged triple-double for two or three straight years?
Yeah, and at least Westbrook ay nakapag-finals na while kasi would you call him the Robin? Ah, ito na naman tayo sa Batman and Robin.
Ano
Siya ba
naman?
ang Robin ni KD? No. They're both Batmans. Kaya nga sila natalo eh. Kasi
Kaya
wala
rin sila
talagang
naghiwalay.
walang willing magbigay sa kanila eh, 'di ba? So,
Ah,
do I put him above AD? Mas available siya kaysa kay AD, right?
exactly. Hindi, kahit nga yung Paul Pierce eh. At 49, Paul
Yeah.
Pierce was the finals MVP, won a championship. So,
Yeah.
ba't mas mataas si Anthony Davis? I hate Paul Pierce as an analyst, by the way. I don't like him. Pero, sige,
Don't get me started with Paul Pierce.
I don't like Paul
Kanina
Pierce.
yung sinabi niya last time na he had a better career than who again? Than Dwayne
Dwayne
Wade?
Wade.
Grabe
Ah,
yun.
Tapos inano
Gra
ni Jalen Rose, di ba?
napataso
Binasa
kay
ni
dude nakasyabu ka ba? Anong pumapasok sa isip mo? Grabe.
Kaya nga. Sige, Luka at 57. I think he's too high. He hasn't
Too high.
accomplished
Too
anything.
high. Too
Too
high.
high
Too
for
high.
me. He should be in the list, but again, I think it's too high. He rivals LeBron as the best start in the first 5 years in a career, but again, he hasn't done anything. So I am a Luka fan, but Luka, you're too high.
Same, I'm a Luka fan, but I think we know he's a superstar, right? But we give too much credit for current accomplishments or current accolades, right? Na
Yes.
medyo na-diminish na yung accolades ng ibang players dito. Like,
True.
I'll give you an example. Uh, Carmelo, for example, right? Carmelo, talagang binuhat niya yung Denver before, binuhat niya yung Knicks,
Mm-hmm.
right? He was the main guy.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Who else? Sa list na to. Ah,
James Worthy has a Finals MVP.
right? Uh, siguro yun.
I think.
Yun
Uh-huh.
uh, did he
I think
produce?
Joel Embiid is too high. I
Ha!
think Joel Embiid shouldn't be on this list.
That's what I'm about to say. He shouldn't even be on this list kasi ilang season lang ba siya naglaro? He barely
Oh,
played. Like the dude is barely he's
healthy.
he's rubbing Sixers right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's not playing. He's getting millions and millions and millions while producing nothing.
Same goes with Paul George, 78. He shouldn't be on this list. What
And
has he done?
it's criminal na mas mataas siya kay Klay Thompson. It's
I agree with you.
it's criminal. Like, I will say na Paul George and Embiid should be off this list. Like, burahin nyo yan. Again, nang rage debate lang to sa Bleacher Report. Higher than Jimmy Butler na binuhat ang Miami Heat sa NBA Finals twice,
Yes,
right?
agree.
Higher than
Kyrie,
Tony Parker?
yes,
Are
I
you
agree.
kidding me?
Tony Parker may Finals MVP tapos four
Exactly.
championships.
Grabe to.
Kyrie Irving, I think, is too high. Should be in the list, but he's too high at 69. Jimmy Butler should be higher, in my opinion.
I will swap Kyrie and Dame sa list na
Kyrie
to.
and Dame. Okay, okay. See, that's okay. I'm okay with that. Who else is here? That's weird. Draymond Green in
Uh,
the list, top 100.
yes. He deserves to be there.
Why? Tell me.
He was a leader. Defensive player sa team na yun ng Warriors. And it's one of those things na like Dennis Rodman. Let's take Dennis Rodman for example, specifically that player. Um, he gets the ball, he's a nuisance sa opponent. Hindi man nagpo-produce sa stats. But then again, yung presence of floor, it impacts the whole game. Right? And during that Warriors run, hindi naman si Steph ang nag-distribute ng bola eh. Si Draymond.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Right.
Okay, sige. I just think Draymond is too high at 88. Higher than Jason Tatum, Clay. Higher than Clay. Parang weird siya sa
So,
akin.
will you say na if Draymond's a little too high here, then Dennis Rodman is a little too high as well?
No. Because
Kasi
Dennis
very
Rodman,
but Dennis Rodman was very one-dimensional.
but he won 5 championships.
And Draymond won four.
Ah, but
Right?
Dennis Rodman is a transformational defender. He's the best defender in this list for me.
And Draymond is a transformational technical player.
Rejected. Ewan ko ba kay Draymond. Sige, basta Dennis Rodman is better for me
Kasi
than
mas
Draymond.
mabigat yung pangalan niya. But
Not
it's
better
one of the
defensively in general.
yeah, it's one of those things eh. But, right, we knew Dennis for being a menace, for being weird, and for being a great rebounder. Right? And we all know Draymond for being, I will say, a good leader on the floor and a good balls kicker.
That is true. That is true.
Right?
That
That
is true.
special
So,
flop with a kick.
yeah. Siguro here's what we'll do, Josh. We'll try to make our own top 100s list, okay?
Oh,
So,
yes. I like that.
comment kayo sa viewers natin. Please comment if you want us to do our own top 100 NBA players list because again this list is weird.
It
So
very weird.
Kay Kobe pa lang weird na siya. So we'll try to do that if we get how many likes? 100 likes?
100.
Sige, 100 muna. We'll start. Maliit pa lang kami, guys. Pero help us grow the
Please
channel. Sige.
naman.
Sige, let's move on to our game na. So, top 100 by Bleacher Report. Okay list, but not
Clay,
so good. Sige,
finals lang. Clay should
final,
be
final, final.
above, for me, at this point in time, should be in the top 75. For
Who?
me.
Clay?
Clay,
Clay?
yeah. Yeah.
Clay, okay. I agree with you. So, I think third best shooter ever. So, Steph and Reggie Miller pa rin ako.
Yeah.
Clay has the record for 14 made three-pointers in a game in a blowout win versus Chicago. Also
37
made
point quarter.
37 points in a quarter. So, yes, agree with Clay. Okay, quick game tayo before we end the pod. So, okay, there have been 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There have been 10 active players right now who hasn't dunked the ball in a game. Can you give me 5? Dunk. Slam dunk.
Current active.
Active players right now. There are 10 na hindi pa nakakapag-dunk in a game. Give me 5. I'll give you some clues.
Like, hindi sila rookies right now,
No, hindi rookies. Veterans na sila.
Jokic?
No.
Kasi hindi naman
So,
nagdadak si
I
Jokic.
would say most of them are point guards, of course.
Okay. Darius Garland.
No. Sige, I'll give you a clue. First clue is ano siya? He's a grand thief.
Si Alvarado.
Correct. Jose Alvarado.
Trae
is
Young?
one. Trae Young is 2. Yes, who else?
Sino
Okay,
ba yun?
he was recently voted as the president of the National Basketball Players
Hala,
Association
nakalimutan ko. Like this year? This
this
season?
year. Yeah, this season. He was just voted as that.
Ala, nakalimutan ko. Legit.
He's an NBA champion
Ala, nakalimutan ko.
with Toronto.
Kyle Lowry?
No, he's an
Van
undrafted
Vliet.
player.
Si Van Vliet.
Correct, Fred Van
Gabe
Vliet.
Vincent.
Okay? No, not Gabe Vincent. This player played in the finals this year with Indiana. Spark plug from the bench.
Ala, si ano? Sino ba yun? Sino ba yun? Kilala ko yung sinasabi mo, yung malikot na white guy.
Ah, yes, the white guy. TJ who?
Ah, TJ McConnell.
TJ McConnell,
Grabe,
correct.
I'm not good with names.
So yun, ano na, four na yun. The other six, medyo hindi mo masyado kilala. It's Malachi Flynn.
Ah,
Ito, kilala mo pala to. Playing for the Clippers now, one of Australia's best players.
Australia's. Ah, si Patty Mills.
Correct, Patty Mills. Okay, so the other players, Malachi Flynn from the Hornets, AJ Green from Milwaukee,
Mm-hmm.
Ty Jerome, who
Ty
is
Jerome.
now with Memphis,
Yeah.
Jalen Wilson from Brooklyn, and Caleb Houston, who was just waived from Orlando. So these are all the players who hasn't dunked in a game, right? Real game.
Nakapag-dunk ba
Okay?
si Gabe Vincent, ibig sabihin?
Yes, nakapag-dunk na si Gabe. Kahit 6'1 lang yun, nakapag-dunk na siya.
Isa-search ko
So,
yun maya.
search mo mamaya. That's our episode for tonight, guys. Thank you for joining us. Again, please like, please comment, please subscribe. Give us some suggestions what else we can do. But yeah, Josh, the final words.
Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. No, thank you everyone for watching us and I hope you support us with what we're doing. We are having fun. Like and subscribe,
Yes.
comment, and we'll see you in our next episode. Thank you everyone.
Thank you. Farewell, guys.
Sayonara. Bye-bye.